So I'm here with Clyde Northrop, who's a chair with Vistage DC. And Clyde, I understand that you had a discussion recently with your members about motivation. Why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, well, we had a two-part question that we put out to our members. And the first part was, what is it that motivates each member, each business owner, leader, to get up out of the bed in the morning and really do their job? And interestingly enough, we heard some very compelling things, but a consistent theme. And that is that people really enjoyed knowing that they, in fact, had the ability to make their own decisions. That they really enjoyed knowing that they, in fact, could continue to get better, which is sort of why they're in Vistage to begin with, to continually improve. And that they felt that they were really making a difference in their small world or in the larger world. Then the second question was, well, what do you think motivates your people to get up and come to work every day? And that one threw them a little bit, but then we took a step back and simply reflected on what we had just heard about what motivates us, the leaders. Somebody brought up the fact that Daniel Pink, in his book Drive, called it three specific things: autonomy, mastery, and purpose.
Not money.
Not money. Autonomy, mastery, and purpose. Autonomy in the ability for my employees to be able to make decisions on their own, to decide how, in fact, they can get their jobs done most effectively and efficiently. Mastery in giving my people, or letting my people know they have the opportunity to get better and better at what they do, and to make sure that they're in a position that they really have passion about, so they like to get better at it. And then, of course, purpose. And if all we have a reason for our people to work for us is that we pay them more money than the next guy down the street, that's probably not a sustainable purpose. It's got to be something bigger than that. If the only reason that every one of us as leaders had to get up in the morning was simply that we made a lot of money, I don't really think that would keep us coming back day after day.
Right. Dan Pink says, don't make money an issue, but up to a certain point, it's not about money. It's really about those three things.
Absolutely right.
So what can business owners do or not do to make sure that they're really setting up their employees to stay?
Well, since keeping employees is very important, particularly right now in this DC market area. This is not Des Moines, Iowa, or Detroit, Michigan, where people are hungry for work. We're finding out more and more the competition is back. So if we can't keep our people, then someone else will get them very fast. What can we do? Well, first of all, we can give people tasks and then let it be up to them how they complete them. Give people a sense of autonomy, that they have some control over what they're able to do during the day. Get their hearts and their hands at the same time. The second thing, that would be autonomy. To mastery, giving people development. Are we really just paying lip service to development, or are we working it into our time and resource budgets? Is development an intentional act that we're really doing? And like I said earlier, are people in positions they want to be developed in? Positions they have passion for. And then, of course, the last one and the most important would be the purpose. What is it that our people are driven by? What are we as a company driven by? Are we in this only for the money, or is this something larger? And I'll reflect again, if we don't have a reason other than money, then we're probably not very sustainable in this marketplace.
And finally, Clyde, I think you talk about how really that's the biggest role of the CEO, is to provide context for the purpose.
I sincerely believe that if we leave it up to our people, what are we going to have? 100 people doing things for 100 different purposes? I guess that could happen. It would just be a little bit chaotic. I sincerely believe it's the leader's job to set purpose. Another name for purpose might be vision, it might be mission, but we'll call it purpose. And if the leader can't articulate it and continually filter things, all of our actions back through it, then again, I don't believe that's a sustainable business model.
Well, Clyde, thank you so much. Wise words indeed.
Thank you.